Hey, Bruce, Rojo did in fact have that pin placed in his finger. We didn't see him at practice. Is he still have a chance to play on Sunday? And if not, would Leonard Fournette move into that role?
Yeah, we'll wait and see on Rowe at more of a can he protect himself? The procedure went well. So, whether or not he can use that hand to protect himself, and then Leonard would step back into that spot. Yes.
And just the your reaction to I mean, this is the first time it's really hit you like this, but you kind of wiped out a position of a bunch of specialists there. What do you think will happen with those guys? And I know you brought in Colquitt and Marr and Sanborn. Would those guys be able to come aboard if you needed them this week?
Yeah, they're sitting, going through the testing stuff, and we're going to have a bunch of kicker, snappers, and punters on our team here, possibly by Friday or Saturday. So yeah, we're just waiting to see how it plays out, and knock on wood, the other guys will come back clean, and we might still keep all those other guys around just in case. So can't have enough of them anymore. That's for sure.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go over to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach, with regard to Fournette, I know he's been kind of all over the place this year as far as his role and everything. Not easy to do going into the season. So where would you say his headspace is at? I mean, he was a guy that was a healthy scratch this past week, and now you might have to depend on him a whole lot more.
Oh, he's in a great spot. He understood everything last week, and then he understands everything this week. He had a great practice today and was into it. So, yeah, Leonard's a pro. It's just like everybody else on our team. It's a week-to-week thing.
And I know because of the fact that you had McCoy getting some reps in there, you kind of, shook up that third down role a little bit. How crucial is it heading down this final stretch of the season and possibly into the postseason? Is it that you have kind of a solidified guy in that third down spot, given Brady's propensity for using the running back in the passing game?
Yeah, I think he trusts all the guys. And again, each week, each game plan is a little bit different depending on who we're playing and who's the best matchups. Shady did a good job last week, obviously, and we'll just see how it goes. We'll play it by ear each week.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, we'll go over to Greg Allman.
Hey, Bruce, back to the chaos of COVID and the protocols and your specialists. How much do you go through the contingencies in terms of I'm curious who your emergency punter is, who your emergency snapper is, of the non-specialists on your roster. If you had to turn to them, who you'd go to in those situations?
Well, yeah, Anthony Nelson is a punter and snapper. Ryan Jensen's the short snapper. Blaine Gabbert's the holder. Those guys all executed really, really well today. The punting job, depending on game day, would probably be Ryan Suckup or Greg Joseph or whoever the kicker is.
Thanks, Bruce.
You bet.
All right, we're going to go over to D. Orlando Ledbetter.
Yes, Coach. What do you see from Matt Ryan and the Falcons offense over their last few games?
I still see a lot of dangerous guys out there. Obviously, I think they're missing Gurley a little bit. But those guys, they're going to run the ball. They're going to mix it up. They're going deep. I don't see any drop-off in Matt's play. When he's protected, he's solid. It's just a matter of, for us, getting that running game shut down and then getting after him.
And on the defensive side of the ball, Deion Jones, how does he look and how's he playing for the Falcons? And what is
he's playing fantastic. When you have Grady and Deion and Neal in the middle, your defense, you got a heck of a defense. You got a chance to have a heck of a defense. And Deion is playing sideline to sideline, but and again, he's got DB speed, so he's a unique cat.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right, we'll go over to Ira Kaufman.
Bruce, I'm going to ask you about Rahim Morris a little bit. You faced him in 2010. You were in Pittsburgh running the offense, and you came into Tampa. You beat him pretty bad, 38-13. It was a hot day. And here we are 10 years later, Bruce, and you've seen what Rahim's done on both sides of the ball. Would you be surprised if he got another shot at this thing?
I would hope so. I think, as you grow as a coach, you learn. And I think for him, having had the development of coaching offense and defense while he's in Atlanta just makes him even more of a better candidate. obviously he has a great rapport with players, and players love playing for him. So if you're looking for a head coach, what else are you looking for?
Thanks, Bruce.
You bet.
All right, we're going to go over to Jane Slater. Go ahead, Jane. All right, we're going to go over to Kevin O'Donnell.
Hey, Bruce. Atlanta obviously is playing much better under Rahim Morris. Over the last 3 weeks, their defense has given up just under 16 points a game. What are you seeing about them that's different right now?
Mixing it up a little bit more different fronts, different blitzes. Their blitz package is different than it's been. They're getting after the quarterback pretty solid, but they're stopping the run. And high energy, guys flying to the ball, extremely well coached.
And offensively, what have you seen from your guys over this last couple of weeks between the bye and before the bye and after the bye? I know Tom, looking ahead, he gets a lot of criticism for not putting up the points I think some people expect, but his quarterback rating over the last 7 weeks is third in the league right now.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody's criticizing Tom. I mean, what he did at the end of the half and to start the second half is very, very few teams can score 17 points in a matter of 5 or 6 minutes. No matter if we don't make a first down on the first 2 third downs, I don't care if we finish the half with 17 points. I don't give a how we start. So I mean, yeah, he's not getting enough credit for what he's doing.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go back to Jane.
All right, let's try this again, Coach. Good to see you. How are you?
Hey, Jane, how you doing?
Good. And hello, Tampa media. Hey, question for you. This might be a little unfair. Chris Godwin, of course, had the pins in his hand, 7-10. How many are we dealing with Ronald Jones here? Is it the one? And is there any comparison we can make since Godwin missed 1 game?
I don't think so. Just because of Chris being a receiver, being in space, was able to put that brace on and play. He had 10 pins, I think. I don't think Ronald has more than 2, but a running back defending himself, there's contact every single play. And you have to put the ball in your left hand sometimes to do that. And there have been runners who are one-arm runners, but and I just want to make sure he's more than capable of defending himself. And we've got good backs, so we don't have to push it.
All right, we'll go over to Steve Isbitz.
Coach, with the Pro Bowl voting wrapping up for fans tomorrow, how many of your players would you say are worthy?
Shoot, a bunch. I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start. Defensively, obviously, JPP, Sue, Shaq, Levante, Devin, Carlton. Offensively, I think Tom's had a Pro Bowl year, so bunch of guys, Ronald Jones, guards, tackles. I mean, whoever the fans want, man, we got a bunch of good guys playing really, really well.
And regarding tackling, was there something today that you did differently to address fixing the tackling?
No, there's nothing you can do in shorts to fix tackling other than emphasize it and break down in practice and get in front of people rather than tag off.
Thanks.
All right, we'll close out with one from Luke Easterling and one from Jenna Lane.
Coach, Scotty Miller for the entire season has led your team in yards per catch by a pretty decent margin. Obviously, on Sunday, he showed again, what he can do with the big play. Still only got 5 snaps. Do you feel like there's anything he can do to get on the field more? And is there something that the offense is missing when his speed is not in the lineup?
Yes and no. I think if we have 80 snaps on offense, he'll probably get a bunch more. If you have 42 or whatever it was, you're not going to get as many. A lot of guys aren't going to get as many. Yeah, he does a great job with his opportunities, and he's always ready to go. And each week's a different game plan. So he's done a lot of good things for us, and we continue to use him.
All right, our last one will be from Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach, regarding Rojo, when do you anticipate that he may try to test out that finger? Would it be something like Friday? And also, what can you say about the front office and their foresight to go out and get LaShawn McCoy and Leonard Fournette, before the season started?
Yeah, I think Roe hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. But definitely Friday. Yeah, but I can't say enough about Jason and the job he's done. This is a heck of a roster. We've got depth everywhere. And when we've had guys go down, we've had quality people. Just watching them work in the last 24 hours with snappers, punters, and kickers, getting guys in here was amazing, and quality people too.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.